So I put a channel in the Discord. I kind of want to start something new. So every week I want to do like a dedicated stream where we talk about tweets and news and current events of the week. And today is going to be that day. A lot of you guys posted, it was mostly Joe. Let me be honest. A lot of y'all, but also mostly Joe, posted a whole bunch of tweets and a whole bunch of things that we can react to today. So I think that's what we're going to do. Joe, I mean, let the record reflect. I digress. Okay. Joe, your barb is showing once again. Once again, let it go, love. Let it go. No shade. Nicki ate Remy up. Ebony, your barb is showing as well. Your barb is showing as well. I feel like that should be the first thing that we discuss. Actually, let's get into it. Okay, so first order of business. This tweet says, most of y'all too young to remember, but Ice Cube performed We Be Clubbin' on All That for an audience of 7 to 15-year-olds. Nickelodeon's been with the shits. This was posted in relation to Ice Spice was at Kim Kardashian's house a couple days ago, and she was doing TikToks with Northwest and all of Northwest's friends. I wish I could see the rest of the tweets, y'all, but I can't because I'm blocked everywhere, apparently. A lot of people were saying that Northwest shouldn't be listening to Ice Spice because she's younger, blase, blase, blase. You knew this song word for word, bar for bar. The N was Noggin, but then, like, to make it cool, it was called The N, and that's where they played Degrassi at. So Noggin was like the kids version, and then the N was like the cool version. Why did they call it The N? That I don't. I didn't know they had Ice Cube performing We Be Clubbin', because every time I hear We Be Clubbin', it makes me think of the Players Club. So let's just see. First of all, this is a child going up, and I'm not mad at her. Like, I'm not upset about it. Like, she front row. She said, yeah. Talk about We Be Clubbin' with her little Happy Meal. I'm not mad. That would have been me too, just front row. Wait, TLC did the All That theme song? That's TLC? That's TLC? Did I know that? Where was I at? I knew that. Maybe I forgot, but I feel like deep down within the gut, I knew that. I knew that. My point that I was trying to make about people getting mad that Ice Spice was singing with Northwest, like, as kids, weren't y'all listening to music that probably was a little bit too grown, but you weren't really supposed to be listening to? Like, I know I was. I'm not gonna hold you. When I was like in 5th, 4th grade, I was listening to the Doggy Style album by Snoop Dogg. Like, there was a bunch of music that I wasn't supposed to be listening to, but I thought I was so cool. Mind you, I didn't know what the words really meant, but I was listening to it. And that's why I don't see nothing wrong with it. Why can't Northwest listen to a little bit of Ice Spice? Nicki has been on hiatus for a little bit of time, and she came out with a new song. What's it called? Red Ruby Rose the Sleaze something or other. First of all, I don't understand the beef with her and Meg. I don't understand the beef with Meg and anyone, to be honest. I really legitimately feels like Meg Thee Stallion sits there and minds her business and shakes her ass, and that's it. And y'all know, I used to be a diehard like Nicki Minaj fan. I really used to be a stan. Like, that's when I first got my bangs. I got the crimper. Like, it was a whole look. It was a whole moment. She's just not nice. Like, she's just it's a lot of like mean girl energy and a lot of mean girl spirit. It's big bully energy, and it's like, it's not. It ain't cute. Ebony said, I don't like how Nicki always beats with the female rappers who don't kiss her ass because it's a pattern. Yeah. Like, Nicki Minaj was at the top of her game. She was really doing it. But she always has like this really weird, it can only be one type of energy. And it continues to show like time and time again. If we're going all the way back, technically it was her and Lil' Kim, right? Remember when like Nicki was coming up and she was like, oh yeah, I love Lil' Kim, whatever. And then she started talking shit about Lil' Kim, right? And then it like rolled over to Remy, and then it rolled over to Cardi, and now it rolled over to everyone. And it's like, oh my gosh. Anyway, she had this new song that she just released, and she had this performance at Rolling Loud.
I said it's 700 horses when we fixing to leave. But I don't fuck with horses since Christopher Reeves.
I just why? It's just so corny to me. And I understand like rap, we be talking shit. Not we, I don't be rapping. You know, like in rap, like people talk shit, they drop their bars, whatever. But the bar isn't even good. I'm nervous to jump into the world that is Chet Hanks. I'm very nervous.
Oh, it's really crazy, man. I bought the Lambo.
Where'd his accent go? Where did your accent go, Buck Wild? Did he drop the accent? Is it done? Is it over with?
The way I've learned to deal with this frustration is to just, you know, light some sage,
what?
Meditate,
what?
Journal, go for a walk, and just be at peace. Psych! God, boy, go full up into your daddy body.
Boo! That nigga's corny.
Why? You know what really makes me laugh? Is this picture of Tom Hanks looking all stressed out. Look, it's the picture of his daddy in the corner looking stressed. Like, the way I forget that Chet Hanks is Tom Hanks' son, because it's just like, what? Where did you get that? Chet Hanks was on Empire?
We come back from dinner an hour later and she's still in the shower and she's not answering. So I stand up on the counter and look over into the shower and she's like laying on the ground. Three of us go in there and we're like, oh my God, like, are you okay? Whatever. She like wakes up like she was asleep. And then we noticed that she had my toothbrush, my electric toothbrush, in between her legs.
No. What? Is this in the dorms? She was using the electric toothbrush? Someone else's electric toothbrush? Yeah. Why did Yessie say what brand? I'm not sure if it matters in this context.
And I had been using it and brushing my teeth with it. And now I have trust issues. So yeah.
Ew! She didn't smell it? Ew! First off, yeah. Let's back up, because what do you mean you were passed out in the shower sleep? What do you do? What do you do? You fight in that case? I feel like it's reasons like this that make me feel like I wouldn't ever want to live with someone else, because it's like, what? What do you mean? Hands will be thrown. I'm saying she's been doing it for months. Does the toothbrush feel good? See, I feel like these are the questions that I really don't have the answer to. That's wild. Was it Oral-B? Was it Sonic Care, perhaps? No, it was one of those $200 toothbrushes. Oh, wow. Was it Colgate? AI technology has advanced to the point where it's now possible to create a song using AI and sound like your favorite. Here's a fake Kendrick Lamar song done with Chat GPT and voice synthesizer. Legally, the creator can copyright and claim ownership of your voice. That kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Voice without the Kendrick Lamar AI voice filter, and
this is my voice with the Kendrick Lamar voice filter. Let it run, DC. Let it run.
Like,
wish I could go back to the beginning.
That is terrifying. Like, it starts off like funny and it's like, oh my God, that's so wild. But then it's like, that being used for evil or being used for like something malicious freaks me out a lot. Already, like, the deep fakes are getting like more and more realistic. They can be done by anyone. Yeah, technology is always going to evolve and change and shift, and we're supposed to like go with the flow. But some of this shit is like, okay, that's a lot. Streamers are in trouble for deep faking other streamers. Is already problematic. Think about how many hours of voice we put out there. The possibilities are far too problematic, because this stuff is only gonna get better. That's what I'm saying. Like, this may sound kind of like wonky and funny right now, but give it a couple years and have someone that's like really motivated to make the technology even better. freaks me out. And even like I feel like with voice recognition, like you know how I feel like with certain things, like someone calls you on the phone and you have to say like yes or no, and like what if someone like takes your entire voice? I see why people be living off the grid and just like I see it. Be living in the bunker. I understand. I see it. It's been a solid year. I did not see the special. The special dropped last Saturday. I did not, or I'm sorry, it dropped this Saturday. It dropped 2 days ago. Chris Rock, to my knowledge, Chris Rock has not said anything about the slap. I think he maybe did a show with Dave Chappelle months after the slap or weeks after the slap, and he might have slightly mentioned it, something. He had a live Netflix performance this past Saturday where he talked about the slap and I guess everything else in general. First of all, it's these tweets for me that's like, oh, Chris Rock is not holding back about Will Smith and Jada. This is just too much. People were just gassing it a little bit too much.
Charlamagne called him a bitch, and the Breakfast Club called him a bitch.
It's kind of an aggressive bitch, ain't it? It's kind of a powered up bitch, ain't it? It's not no casual bitch. It's a bit like, okay. It's a lot of emotion behind it. Okay. It's just very like, babes, we've moved on. I understand like maybe you're still processing the moment because it happened to you. It's just the whole conversation is just, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it, and people are just very much eating it up, and it's weird to me. Like, I don't know. Chris Rock said you don't fight in front of white people, but had no issue calling a black woman a B in front of white people, negatively commenting on black women's hair in front of white people, or letting white people use the N-word around him. I personally feel like if I was Chris Rock, I would be sick. Now, mind you, moments after the slap happened at the Oscars, Denzel went up to Will Smith. Samuel L. Jackson dapped him up. Tyler Perry went over. I too would be a little sick about it because what do you mean? I was the one slapped in the face and you over here dapping him up? And it was a good dap too. It was a solid dap up. Like, it's a solid give me 5 on the black side. It's very much that, like, mouth puckered up. Is it that in certain communities and cultures like ours, for example, sometimes people get slapped. Sometimes you talk outside your mouth and you get slapped. Is that why we're not treating it as like a big thing, or it's like, okay, get over it? But then it's like, we're talking about it, but who's to say like how y'all would react if you were in that situation, you know? I feel like it's always easy for us to be like, oh, if I was him, I would have slapped back and I would have beat, you know? But it's like, you don't know what you would do in that situation unless you're like really in that situation. My thing that made me the most exhausted about it were the think pieces coming from the elites of Hollywood. That's the thing that I was tired about it. I felt like that was like, okay, oh my God, he could have killed him. Oh my God, I'm traumatized. It was all of that where it was like exhausting. It's like, okay, girl, enough. In the interviews, enough. D.L. Hughley said, it's ironic some of the very people saying Chris Rock should get over being slapped and stop talking about it because it happened a long time ago are the same people who get mad where we say we should stop talking about slavery and get over it because it happened a long time ago. Slavery? Slavery? We're comparing slavery to the slap? Oh my, that's terrible. Why would you type that? That is terrible.